In ancient times, there was a color combination that fell into oblivion. Myriads of heroes and wizards vainly tried to bring BANT back to life. But the world should wait another decade to rediscover this beautiful art of magic. Streets of New Capenna is putting BANT back on the menu. With such cool commander choices, we thought we have to talk about it in another episode of bitzelbrews. Unlike in any other of these sessions, we will talk about two completely different decks. Only thing in common, you're right, the shield counters. And of course the color combination. If we look back at recent sets, Wizards of the Coast is again trying to implement future side effects as a different way of generating card advantage. While Augur of Autumn seems to be a fusion of Cursor of Kruphix and Vizier of the Menagerie, Cemetery Illuminator comes with an interesting dependence. Something we see again with the design of Falco. By removing any kind of counters from creatures as an additional cost, we can cast spells from the top of our library. Certainly not as good as Reality Chip, but it's BANT, so I guess we take it, right? Looking at the variety of counters on creatures, we thought let's put together a nice toolbox that takes control of the game by either playing creatures with static or ETB abilities. Once you've developed your board, you can grind out games with Birthing Pot, bother your opponent with pesky cards, or simply run them down with evasive creatures. Since the deck should run Devoted Druid due to its synergy with Falco, we can even think about leaning into combos with various additions. Vizier of Remedies might have cool interactions with Glenelandra, swift reconfiguration helps keeping static abilities on board, and Heliod makes the red matchups a bit better while also synergizing with Falco. Let's be clear about one thing, this deck is not going to be a top tier choice. But if you enjoy playing dorks into 3-drops, or stealing your opponent's reanimation target with Gilded Drake, you should definitely give it a try. Now, we're talking business. It's about card advantage again, but this time, we're actually drawing cards. Imagine a commander being better than Grazilex, Ludovic, and Tymna. Sure, it's Edric, fair enough. He might always be the king of card advantage, but Rigo is definitely up to his game. A 2/2 for 3 mana that comes with a shield counter, and an ability that not only triggers on attack, but also when we're attacking planeswalkers instead of players. If that's not a huge upgrade to all these card drawing 3-drops, I don't know what is. The game plan is as usual, playing flashy creatures with evasion, set up our commander, drawing cards and defending the board with counter magic. To make use of the green pool, we included raw power and a few synergistic slots. And of course, Script Ranger, because the card is awesome but never sees any play outside of Yisan. You might have noticed that our version does not include any mana dogs. Therefore, we will build a second one which is more leaning into 3-drops. The additional mana might help to establish a board earlier, but also comes with a potential downside of not having any evasive creature to trigger Rigo, except for the mana dorks themselves, which might end up dying in combat. Which of these versions will be the better one has to be tested. At least the second one would be the first deck to attack with Birds of Paradise. Sounds funny. And with that, we arrived at the end of our double deck tick. I hope we could inspire you to pick up this beautiful color combination again and bother your opponents with toolbox magic or the classic tempo approach. Thanks for being with us and enjoy your games. Cheers!